Alright, since this finally showed up, maybe I'll make a rant to it. Let's see. The question is, who to rant about? We'll start with the medallions first. The problem with the medallions is that I'm not a very offensive player, so going after the medallions at all and making that risk to it is just something that just doesn't come close. At least it won't come close to Chapter 5, though. Maybe there are some good medallions, though, but I've never collected them enough to where I would want to have the drive to actually go after, let alone steal a medallion from somebody else who's using it. Probably never. Mantling, sprinting, and sliding. Well, mantling, sprinting, I really haven't used mantling that much. Sprinting and sliding are good tools when I'm using the bat or something like that, and I need to get a little extra speed, so, I could definitely see that being one. Okay, I can apply all reasons. So I'll go ahead and apply to that one. Oh, not yet, though. In the environment and art style, that's a good one, isn't it? I think, really, Fortnite could look like hot garbage, but if it plays decent, I guess that's all that really matters. But I'll think about it, really. Never really put into the money into the, Battle Pass, so I'm gonna have to pass on that, really, because that's more of a money thing. Do you spend money, and do you like the Battle Pass? I kind of like the last season's Battle Pass, where they had, like, other Disney characters, but here is like, well, there's no, and I know everyone's kind of like, about the crossovers. It can't always be about crossovers. At least that's what I think. Personally, it just depends really on my output. The season's theme. I don't even know what the season's theme is other than just robbery or something like that. You know, actually, I take it back. It's actually pretty decent because, getting a bunch of money and buying stuff is good. Let's see. Boss-themed items. You know, I didn't know the bosses even dropped items that were worth a damn, really. I mean, I've never noticed. That's definitely not the case. Core weapons, honestly, I hate every single core weapon in the entire game, really. Every single one. I hate having to always default to a shotgun, which is why I got out of builds, by the way, because that seemed to always be the case. Sure, there was rapid-fire shooting, which was an option that I could use, but it never seemed like it was meta or something like that. But I don't know if I'm even playing on a more high-tier level, so I wouldn't know what was meta or if I needed to even do it meta. I don't really ever play with friends at all. I guess if the NPCs are selling something, maybe. I've only really used them for, like, actually, who am I kidding? I use the NPCs a lot to gain advantages, like the healing over time, the constant giving of me, giving whatchamacallit, shockwave grenades, and I guess, Sub-Zero. Well, just the fact that Sub-Zero is just a very dangerous NPC to be around if he does use his combo. He gets stuck, though, so I guess that balances it out, but I feel still that's kind of stupid, really. So, yeah, no, never the friends, never the core weapons, and this is excluding the, the drill and the baseball, they hate the core weapons. Let's see, so I assume that's what it means, right? Boss themes, never really messed with bosses, actually. Only when it came to money being involved, in which case money was the important thing. Medallions, very don't touch it. Medallions because, I don't know. The medallions don't give much of an advantage as far as I'm concerned. They reveal your position, and really the medallions are just used opposite from me. I know what to avoid. I don't go after with medallions. Nuh-uh. Battle Pass, don't care about the Battle Pass. At least not for this season. And environmental art style, like, I'm sorry guys, I just don't, I think art style is just like a hard pass. It really is. We're just going to submit this. Alright, that's about it. Yeah, that is my so-called opinion of the so-called game. Negative, but still definitely worth playing, for whatever reason. Oh, and of course I have the music turned off. It just goes silent. Robot themed. I guess it means something, I don't know. I have the music turned off. I can walk and read a book at the same time. And it's transversal? This one looks neat if people would actually, well, it's one more if I have a friend thing, but no, I ain't gonna use that. Maybe someday I'll get this. There's so much flying in this season, I don't blame them, honestly. You can get that rift gun, you're gonna hear this all the time. And you hear it coming, too, that's the funny thing. I wouldn't even care if they could hear me coming. So there's already like something else that lets you know that people are coming. And that's about it, really. I got a bunch of messages I have to, yeah, whatever.